Yo, what is up, guys? Grim here, and today is day 3. Day 2 just went past, and man, was it a blast. I enjoyed Incursion even more in day 2 than I did in day 1. It is by far my favorite league of PoE yet, and I've been really enjoying Rain of Arrows, the build I'm currently playing now, and I've gotten massive upgrades for my year, which I'm pretty excited to share with you guys. But to start off with, I wanted to talk about my Atlas. So on my atlas here, we've done a lot of work. We started off not having all of our maps complete yet, so what we did first and when we got on was we did the 7s to 10s and we got all of those complete. We had to buy a few maps off PoE trade, but a lot of it we could just finish off with Zana, so that strategy was proven to be successful. So we got all those done, and then our next order of business was to get the Shaper's Orbs. So there's a little bit of a change that's happened to the Shaper's Orbs. Chris Wilson said in his interview with TakiCat and in the patch notes that the T1 to T10 Shaper's Orbs would not change. That is not the case. You can no longer get Shaper's Orbs off your buddy's maps at all anymore. So to give you an example, we were doing an Eldered like T10, right? And we wanted to give the orbs to everyone, but only I got the orb. My other friends who even had triggered the quest and all that stuff could not get their fragments. So there will be no more orb carrying or trading or anything like that. You're going to have to do it for yourself, and that's a little bit annoying, especially when you have to complete red maps and stuff like that for the high ones. So that's really kind of not a great change, but whatever. So yeah, we had to buy quite a few red maps. We had to venture deep into T15s here. I think we ended up spending like 25C a Basilica map, and we needed like 2 of them, and we needed like 3 Crimson Temples and all this kind of stuff. It's pretty crazy. So we spent a lot of currency getting our last few red orbs, but we managed to secure them. So the maps I decided to shape, which are relevant, are I did T9 and 10 for Gorge and Channel here. Channel has Humility card, which we can sell, and it's a pretty stable and nice T10. And then for my red maps, you'll notice they're all centered around this area here. So we got T11 Cemetery, T12 Dunes, T13 Shore, and T14 Waste Pool. These are kind of really good positions. If you're curious to know why I did these ones, you can check out my Atlas strategy video, but it's been working out pretty well. We've gotten kind of semi-permanent influence. You really do have to manage this area very well. If you lose Shaper influence or Elder influence down here, it does kind of end up with what we've got now. But in the setup, I was able to do probably about 9, so 3 sets of cemeteries and a few other odd maps, and Elder didn't go rampant or anything, it just ping-ponged like it normally does. So this strategy will be effective for a ping-pong effect if you can be bothered to set it up and maintain a little bit. But the money you'll gain from the Shaper and Elder rares is just immense. You'll get jewelry, you'll get weapons, you'll get helmets and stuff like that, and it'll be a really good time, especially the scepters and quivers in Shaper. They sell for an absurd amount of currency. So that's my Atlas there. It was a pretty big blast. I really enjoyed it. It would have been very difficult to do without a boss killer. My damage isn't great right now. I'm currently on a 5-link Rain of Arrows and a 4-link Blast Rain, Conk Effect and stuff like that. So that's not ideal, but it's still pretty good. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the Incursion Temple. So we've done a lot of temples of Atzwaddle, and my current approach to the temple is to just cherry pick all of the loot rooms and tier 3 rooms, and just work on those and then run straight to the boss. So there's a few reasons for this. Most of these other rooms like tunnels, tombs, and lower tier rooms, they just don't drop a lot, and they're really not worth your time pathing to them, and they generally have some pretty nasty monsters in them. So you just want to prioritize the high loot rooms, tier 3 rooms, and try and run to the apex if you can and connect it. The reason for that is because the apex drops vials, and these vials can be used to upgrade the unique items of the league. And a couple of these are very, very expensive. Specifically, the Flask one I think is around 5 Exalts, which is insane, and the Xerxes one, I'm pretty sure there's only one Xerxes Heart Amulet on the server right now, and some guy wants 300 Exalts for it. So that one is probably going to be as rare as Headhunter, it seems. So if you get that one, you basically just made big bank. It's currently 6 times the price of Headhunter, which is pretty insane. So yeah, that's the temple. The end boss is really, really fun, and I really do enjoy sprinting through the temple, like kind of like navigating my way now. It was a little bit hard to get around initially. It was pretty crazy and pretty dark and confusing, but I'm pretty much on top of it now, and it's pretty fun. So that's that, and we'll get into the gear upgrades we got. So the gear we did, we decided to double vol my Sedemas, and it didn't turn out great. As you can see here, we got 4 white sockets. We also voled my bell and destroyed it, so I had to buy another one. That was pretty Pepe hands. And then I've picked up a spine fuse here. So everyone was asking me in the Twitch chat, how do you get a talisman? So talismans do drop in the Temple of Atzuatl, and that means you can get quantity talismans, which are very, very good for the price they are. I got this one for around 2C while I was eating dinner. I just saw it pop up, and that was pretty good pickup. So yeah, I got myself a Quant Amulet. We did get a 6-link Queen. I'll show you guys the clip here. But I decided to give it to the Wander in our group, even though I linked it. It's pretty hilarious. I basically was moving it all around the place, trying to make the image bigger so I could see the links, and then it just ended up 6-linking and 2 fusings, which was pretty cool. So yeah, that was fun. Very, very good time there. Apart from that, what else did we get? Oh, I got a Rain of Arrows helmet. Rain of Arrows has been doing very well for me. I'm liking it a lot more than Tornado Shot on this level of gear. I'm not sure if that'll change once I get more gear, but yeah, I decided to invest in the Rain of Arrows helmet. It's basically a more multiplier to your Rain of Arrows because sometimes you just decide to shoot twice. Let's see if I can proc it here. It basically just shoots down another Rain of Arrows completely. Which is very, very powerful. So yeah, more multiplier there. I got it for 70 Chaos on a Star Conjures, which is, I think, highway robbery, actually. But I guess maybe Rain of Arrows isn't as good or something. But yeah, that's what I picked up. Picked up a pretty bad quiver for 1 Chaos. Nothing special there. And I did swap over, of course, from my Tabula to a 5-link Queen because I just couldn't keep up with the group anymore. Giving the Queen of the Forest to the Wander meant I was just super slow, so I had to make a change there. So I'm on a 5-link, but that's okay. I don't mind being on a 5-link. I dropped item rarity to be able to go onto this 5-link. So that's pretty good. Definitely enjoying the league, super duper fun, and I can't wait to get into some more action. So in terms of what I will be doing next, we're going to be farming hard on today's stream. We're going for Headhunter, and that's going to be super duper exciting. I'm pretty sure we can get it. We did a few maps this morning around 10 and made 200 chaos, so that was pretty nice. We got like a belly to drop and stuff like that, so that was pretty spicy. Just one additional thing here, we did something pretty interesting this league. A bunch of my teammates decided they wanted to try the chaos recipe, and it has been making us hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of chaos. No overstatement there. So there's a way you can set up your stash tab so that you can just deposit stuff in and it'll just slot in perfectly in a quad tab, and that's been doing excellent for us. So the way we have it set up is our team, we will dedicate item types to each player. So for example, I pick up boots and I believe gloves, and then another player is going to pick up chest pieces and weapons, and then someone else will do helmets, etc. So at the end, we all just trade it to one person, and they just slam it in this tab and go bang, 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 and turn it into hundreds of chaos, which is pretty great. It's like trying to min-max the chaos recipe, and it worked out really well for us. That's where we got a lot of our chaos from, and I'm planning that that's how we're going to get our Headhunter. We're about probably 230 chaos and 2x right now. Headhunters are around 43 chaos, 43 exiles of the time of making this video, so I'm pretty sure it's well within our grasp today, and I'm pretty excited for it. So that's going to be the update for today. In addition to my gear, we did also pick up some other big ticket items. We got another Shavron's wrappings. We got a Tukahamas Fortress. Obviously, we got the 6-link Queen, and we got a few other very big pieces. Oh, and we went double Inspired Learning. I almost forgot. So we got an Inspired Learning here and an Inspired Learning here. In terms of build guides, there will be one coming up, so you guys can look forward to that. In addition to my 2 Inspired Learnings, we also did buy the Wander in our group, 2 Inspired Learnings as well. So we've got two Inspired Learning characters, so we got 4 in total. They were pretty expensive, but I'm pretty sure they were worth it, so that's going to be good. We're going to be going hard today in power farming. Finally, we're into maps. Can't wait to get on. See you guys in the next one. I think we're going to have Headhunter next video. Thanks for watching as always. Like if you like. Cheers, guys. See ya.